Hi everyone, welcome along to today's video. Now a little while back Jan was telling me about a smell she could whiff in the bathroom. I just put it down to, could be me, no. It was a drainage for me. I thought, no, the trap in the bath probably keeps emptying where we never use it. And she said, yeah, sometimes it does smell of drainage smells, but it kind of smells of something else, like almost like washing, but not in a bad way. And I just couldn't get it. I couldn't smell it. We're like, everything was okay. Rewind a couple of years, and we had an extension built on the side of the house, and I put in the plumbing to a shower and ensuite. Now, to that end, for the first time in my life, I thought I'll use plastic because we've got a void under our house. It's a bungalow, so it's about 3 feet deep, which is nice and handy to get under there, but it's very rough to lay on. In places it only is about 1 foot deep, so you're working on your back looking up at the ceiling with the dust, and it's quite a horrible job, but it's the best way to get the pipes through to this new extension. So to that end I thought, yeah, well, copper pipe I do love most of all, really. It's solid, it doesn't go anywhere, it's usually pretty sound, but I'm going to use plastic this time because I can bend it up and around the voids and where it needs to go. It's going to be twice as easy, and push fit fittings got to be better, isn't it? Save a lot of hard work. So to that end I did. Now where I came off from the house services to go onto the plastic, I used a couple of poly valves. They're isolation valves, but plastic things, because I wanted to isolate the extension so the rest of the house had water while I was getting the plumbing done in there, and I could just turn those on when I'd finished. So to that end, when I had actually finished, I decided to leave the isolation valves in place. It doesn't matter. I probably won't ever get under there to use them again, because I'll just turn the water mains off under the kitchen sink. So being that, forward a bit, and Jan's complaining about this smell in the bathroom, and to get down into my void is a little bit tricky. There's a little flap, like kind of a square cut out of the bathroom floor, and you have to lift the board and then drop down into the void, and it's not very nice down there. So you don't tend to go down there much to check things. Everything was all right. I've done a few other jobs down there. I always have a little look around and everything seemed fine, but anyway, this smell kept persisting until literally the other day, when we was about to go out and Jan said, I can hear the wash machine filling up. I said, what are we talking about, wash machine? She said, yeah, put your ear by the wash machine. So I did, and I said, yeah, it does sound like it, but as the wash machine's not on, it can't possibly be the wash machine, but it does sound like mains water. She said, hang on a minute, and she opened the kitchen cold tap. 1 minute there was water there, the next it had completely gone. And then I heard the gushing sound of water, and I knew what had happened. The pipe had come away under the floor. So I immediately turned the water off, and of course it all stopped. So I'll have to do this when we come back. We was due to go out, so I came back later, and sure enough I got down there, and one of the plastic fittings, the little isolation valve, had completely snapped off. Now this thing had obviously been leaking for a long time, so I've probably got a massive water bill coming my way because this was obviously leaking a long time onto the old cloths, and like the bed linen under the old one, old carpets that I used to lay on my back because the ground's all uneven and rough. It had all made of pebbly bits, so I laid those down on my back, and I could just get up and do the piping. It was a lot easier on the back. Well, I just left them there. I thought there's no point moving them. Of course, those are saturated right through. So of course those blankets were soaked through, along with the carpet and everything else under the leak. And the plastic pipe had parted. It's only isolation valve, which I'm going to show you here. Here it is, and you can see it looks in good shape, doesn't it? I've well worn the key out where I kept turning it on and off, and it started to wear, so it didn't say much for the quality of this, did it? But when I show you what happened, look at that, it looks good, doesn't it? Yeah. Completely and utterly snapped in half. My faith in poly fittings is over. I'm going to replace that plastic with copper and good solid copper fittings, whether they're solder ones or they're compression. That's kind of done it for me. I guess I'm kind of an old copper pipe fan anyway. It's good, strong, it lasts. The plastic pipe is probably fine. At the end of the day, you have only got the little washer inside there sealing it. But I say, the fact this one looks fine, doesn't it, until and it's come away completely. So apart from a massive water bill that I've got coming my way, I obviously replaced the fitting, not with one of these. I just put a coupling on and pushed the plastic pipe back in for now. If you've got water supplies under the floor and you can't see them, get to them, it really is a problem, because without looking down outside at the water meter and seeing if it's turning when everything else is shut off in the house, you wouldn't know you've got a leak. And if it's only a slow, small one, probably wouldn't read. You'd probably have to take a reading overnight when everything was off, to do a reading at 8, 9 o'clock, use no more water, and then wait till the morning. Don't use any water, go out and read the meter again to see if it's moved. And if you've used any, then you may know if you've got a leak. There are leak detectors and things you can lay under, like on bits of wire, and they would go to little senders and this kind of thing. But I'd need a lot of them to cover the whole base of my house. So, and they don't work that good, not that often. As far as I've heard, they've not been that brilliant. Okay, that's it though. Just a little sorry tale about poly pipe and what can happen. Okay, that's about it though. Usual place for all my things. You know where to go. Usual place. Derek and 33. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.